Arch Froga. Intro sequence. Coach is 62,169% yesterday. Oh, 69. Yeah, I'll sleep fine. I just have trouble sleeping. So me too. Look at low quality arcade Froggy. Now 3D. Because of the video quality. Give a low volume, or is that just me? It's just me being low volume. It's just my hearing being low volume. Or a golden glowing frog. Stampede the rabbits. Don't rabbit stampede Froggy. There's another game with a Froggy named Froggy. Oh gosh, all the standard languages. Let's move on with English. Memory cards. I got 15 of them. I can only have up to 2. We got start, raise, and options. For some reason, the volume is kind of low. There we go. Some noise. I guess I'll just use. Let's create a save slot. Now it has a save slot. Now we can save. Save successful. So, quote, maybe I don't get that close to frogs. Look, I have new quotes, by the way. Boing, boing, boing. It's the boing game. So, we got level selects. I guess we'll start with the start and end with the beginning. So we got retro level 1, so I guess we got the retro level 2, 3, 4. We'll see. "25 seconds, okay, we gotta hurry then. Well, that was one frog that gone. Oh god, it's moving so fast. Not going that well, is it? Well, get my way. Hello kiwi, special red and golden kiwis. Oh. Well, you got a green one covered in brown stuff. Yeah, I should like the... Okay. Like they sink down. Now I somehow have to react on that. I guess I can pick one as just... Oh, right. I feel like the controls over here. No, the controls over. Incredibly, nobody was injured on the way there except for my frog annihilated and 14 witnesses. What? Confounded ring frog, yeah. Brown stuff, meep. Brown stuff, yes. Brown, fluffy, hairy stuff. This is a reference to Smash Bros. Tweet from years ago. Oh. I was not aware of that, because I do not keep up with Smash Bros. Tweets. Okay, I don't know. Let's go with that one. crazy traffic. They're driving all kinds of directions here. I guess I wasn't allowed to touch that one. Specifically going for the fast log to those slow turtles is very hard because of did you just say okay this game is stupid. I've only been playing for like 5 minutes, but I can already say it's stupid. No, I'm still going though, but it's not giving a good first impression now because it's stupid. Like, oh, time to die. Like, it has unavoidable deaths. Like, how am I supposed to know if that it's going to sink? And I picked it specifically because they did just sink. But they can just sink again, I guess. How is you even supposed to get the green one? I guess you'd have... No, how are you supposed to get the green one? Because you could say, well, you stay on the turtles until you reach to the far left side. No, you can't, because they can sink. So you cannot stay on the turtles. Like, they sink. I guess it's just some of them that sink. This one won't sink. Maybe. So I guess it might be unavoidable because some of them don't sink. Okay, I will do this. Boy. Oh, I can't pause. Rugby freak. You're a good boy. You're such an amazing boy. Love your underwear. Don't love my underwear. That's by frog. Hopefully not. Quote, maybe we will get some inflation. I have my hopes up. That's a good quote, isn't it? But bring me into your bathroom. I can be there while you're doing your business. Stinky. The turtles are stinky. I mean, you could argue they are currently taking... Oh, there was a little traffic all of a sudden. Okay, so those one I'm not allowed to touch because they will sink. Come on, how did that not count? This game is way too picky. Okay, the timer doesn't start until you go out onto the road, that's fine. Those were the sinking ones. Oh, those were sinking ones, I just reacted a bit slowly. That could, I don't love my handler exactly. Yeah, this game is annoying. This is just the first level. Just the first level. That's my stinky turtle. Okay, so I guess I stay on these. Like, sometimes it seems to do like a position correction. Okay, as soon as you move, it has nothing to do with going out on the road. Come on. Game over. Game over. Hello, hello, sweaty. Do. Chestnut. That was fast. 9 seconds. I'm not sure if I can do it faster than 9 seconds. Why is this happening? Like, this is just stupid. Like, it's like when you jump, there's some rules. No, I picked the wrong one. But still, is it some kind of rule of which one it goes for when you jump off it? But that one is like, it's because it's moving so fast to the right, and the ones I'm jumping on goes to the left. So the one I'm aiming for, it goes like 2 squares to the right. So my aiming is completely off because the game is just. I'm going to claim the game is just too far off. Like you can probably learn like when to go and such, but it's just so far off from what I expect it to be. Sometimes it seems to be really accurate, but sometimes it's just so off, and it just seems random. It could be, a wild guess could be because it depends on how it actually aligns with the global level grid. And the more... And those were sinking ones. I was kind of stuck there, couldn't have a choice. I didn't have it, and like, this was this. What's just this? There's no... I guess there's no indication. I saw us... Why to the left? Why not straight forward? Why does it keep doing this? It's just me being wrong, or is the game wrong? Like, am I alone in thinking it's just weird how the frog jumps sometimes? I thought I was aiming that pretty well. So yeah, this is going to take forever. And this is the first level. Maybe I should go to the second game immediately. What is that? This is why Pontpon is a game critic. Pontpon is not an official game critic. Like, the game seems fine mostly, but it's like the one I expect the frog to jump to is not the one the frog jumps to. And sometimes it's just a 1 square off, and I can see like, yeah, I mean, I guess technically it would go to the right instead of the left. I would like in such a situation that it would see like, yeah, you're kind of between the two, so we will pick the and like, if both are safe, yeah, we'll pick the one that is closer. But if one is dangerous, then we'll pick the safe one instead. Yeah, we're going to be stuck here forever. I just wanted to finish the first level. This is just the first level. This is just the first level. Just complete the first level. There is a secret menu. Well, and it moved. No indication that it will move. It just moves. I assume it gives like an extra life or something, I don't know. Dodo. I was between them. But no, it had to jump in behind both. Like, is it just me? Do people am I alone in thinking it's wrong? Or is anyone else looking at this and like, nah? Like I jumped when I was ahead of both and it landed on the back one. Like how is that like, sure, I can still aim for the water and land on a frog. I mean, sure, on a frog and on a turtle, but like, it's not good game design. Because I mean, like, yeah, you could say like, well, it takes a bit of time before the frog to jump. The frog jumps quickly, so it's not. The frog jumps really quickly. Okay, I don't know what that thing is then. I do have a tongue, I guess. There was a singing one. It went the other way, so therefore I jumped too late. But it's also like how the frog actually, it's not like, oh, if I actually jump at this time, I need to take into consideration the time it takes to jump, therefore it moves out of the way. Why is the timer counting? I haven't started yet. Anyway, wait, is it? Okay, first off, you can't access until anything until you press that button, then you can access the menu. Weird design. It takes practice, Pon. I am set to familiar with this game. I mean, obviously, but like, it's stupid. And like, oh yeah, I would have landed on it if the frog jumped forward. But no, it's like, I haven't pressed anything, the timer goes. But when I start the second one, wait, I saw the timer. Okay, is it specifically when you pick up reach the end and then you start? Does the timer not move? I thought the timer didn't move. I guess the timer always moved then. I thought the timer didn't move before you started moving. I guess the timer always moves then. Yeah, the timer always moves. I really thought this stood still. Not sure how I thought that. I guess I was wrong about that. Because I'm wrong about everything in this game, so. No, I was wrong. There we go. Again, whose idea was to play Frogger today? Not mine. That was a very long jump. As in very slow. Took time. I didn't expect the game to be so weird. There we go. 2 extra points. Like 500 extra points, but it took so much longer to get the last one because of that. Wow, I did it. Level 2. 20 seconds. More traffic, more turtles. Crocodiles. Quote, your joke makes no sense. It wasn't funny. Also, did you ask for more quotes and I didn't read them? Coach has a bit of an attitude because he's a bratty bottom, I should say, but otherwise I like him. I should correct that. It's a typo from me. There we go. Death by Stinger Turtle. From far away, this kind of looks like he's knitting something if you squint your eyes enough, I guess. Yeah, there we go. I did beat the first level after many attempts. I mean, sure, it's just to get used. Like, it's not too tricky to get used to, but like... Coach, I believe it's a porn channel because Coach is a porn addict. He's not gonna like that one. Maybe I like dingle doodles and doing my taxes properly. Oh, I got a sudden ability all of a sudden. Coachy can be prude, but enough about Coachy, let's talk about me. That's Bon. That's Bon for sure. Do. We got the first one. When you squeeze Coachy, he squeaks. Maybe I don't get that close to frogs while I'm playing as a frog now. If that counts. Okay, is the rear ones that sink. Oh, almost fell off. But that thing. Okay, there we go. I wasn't allowed to get the first one, I guess, so... There you go, I got it. I thought the game was going to cheat there or something. Of course, Pon, you're always hard. It's not only the moving grid, but also the written frogs hop at. Keep changing directions swiftly at an even pace. What? Keep changing directions swiftly. I don't feel... Why, what? I'm sorry, I didn't. Coach is changing the word rude to prude. What? Quote, I did talk about eating kiwis with the peel on. I was known as feathers. So you're amazing. Look, it's a silly quote. Modhessa, those what Modhessa wants to. That's a Modhessa quote, unfortunately. Unfortunate. Dog toy, or in other words, Coachy is a toy. Do you find Coachy to be a toy? Level 3, let's go. Okay, well, 30 seconds this time. Let's see what insane stuff. The traffic on this road, like every lane goes in a different direction. What city is built like this? It's like they like... It just made it more insane. It was already insane, but then it was more insane. I don't know what rhythm you're talking about. I don't notice anything. That thing just went into the log. Yeah, I didn't know, yeah. I didn't know what I was supposed to do in that situation. I was busy messing around checking what this rhythm thing was. There was no rhythm thing. Oh well. I can type on. The frog died. Anyway. I can continue playing from level 3, so... Quote, do not confuse knob with a different, similar sounding body part which Todd might have, but I don't feel like drawing that. Whoa, that was a say, like it's, I guess there's a time after it sinks you can still jump off it. I guess I have added a bit of... Okay, Todd, I will no longer acknowledge your knob. I will instead acknowledge your knob instead. And when you get your pom-pom plushie, you can boom that plushie as much as you want. I'll do it for you because you are silly. I would say exactly at this very exact moment, Coach is wearing a dog collar and nothing else. Plasuhi. What? Don't you like Plasuhi? Well, good thing you noticed that because I didn't notice it. So, back to the game. Quote. Coach will be the breaded bottom type. He would reluctantly wear the collar, but he still does it because he likes it. But Jaden would just so willingly wear a collar. He would beg people to pull the leash. Who's Jaden? That's another one of those types. Because when people are quoting me, they are not quoting me correctly. So I copy the quote from YouTube. YouTube speech to text transcription. Which here's Jaded as Jaden, which is an actual name. Jaded is not really an actual name. So it makes sense that he does that correction. But yeah. Pro gamer, well, thank you, I guess. I died, but sure. Quote, well, Coach would still want someone to pull the leash, but he would be unwilling to move. But Jaded, you haven't gained weight, you're just tempering. Oh, there it is. And break it again. Evil counterpart of Jaded. Yeah, the Jaden. The evil Jaded. What am I hiding? Yes, I'm wearing a dress. I hide my underwear. No, not don't just flash my underwear. What I'm saying is I found success in keeping Frogger constantly on the move even while waiting on the road I had to clear. Shimming left to right on the log and stepping back one line for more favorable position. What? I would highly disagree. Because that will happen. No, I cannot see moving to give you any form of, like, there's no point. Oh, you can stand on it, but you can't jump between the two. Yeah. Can't you just remember where I was? Or, you know, go to the latest level available. But inte Maya Snake. Yeah. Because I would say actually yes, moving back and forth constantly is bad, because then you don't get yourself stuck in an input, in a jump, which prevents you from reacting to when you need to react. Because you need to wait for the current jump to finish before you can do your needed jump. I reacted to it later. That's by yes. That's by But that's me. I'm trying to look at it from a logical perspective. Flashy! Moving so fast, I can't keep up with him. Every time. I feel like it has something to do with the global level grid. The global level grid, depending on where you are on the depending on how your current position aligns with the global grid and the current position of the log, it can have minor impact on your jump, or it can have severe impact on your jump. So sometimes you might just land exactly where you would expect to land if you just jumped forward at this very moment. And sometimes you just end up completely different because you were misaligned with the level grid. And now you ended up in the water. I could be wrong, but I tried to be quick, but I went too quick. That's by dihydrogen monoxide. Yeah, how can this frog not swim? That's a good question. No one asked the question, but how does this frog not swim? Frogs can swim. I guess this is a frog that can't swim. Death by Black Void. Death by couldn't do anything about it. Death by half grid. The log was like a half square. I thought frog needed humidity. Well, the frog can still like have rain and stuff. What is the frog coming from? Like a pond? Just to make it more ironic. I tried to jump. I'd caught death, but I couldn't do anything about it. Yeah. Inevitable there. Oh, where did my next jump come from? Quote, I built a tank that can move. You wanted that quote, if I remember correctly. I see, you have a giant banana. I guess that's the green version. Why are these quotes so short? Oh, he's gonna get more than just her number. All those quotes from the game development, they're about very exact same length, almost. Oh, I know what this is about. Oh, you do? You do? And what more is he going to get aside from her number? I mean, this could be directed to a lot of people, but mostly coaching Kafki, which are, of course, the two I want to draw in anyway. And also, that's a Coach Kafki quote. That's a rare one. Yay! Yay! You killed someone! Yay! You killed me! Wait. But unfortunately, you cannot take the clothes off. Yeah, that's so unfortunate to Pon. Yeah, that's an ugly one. Why that quite? Why did someone want that as a quote? Again, this by what I again can only assume is the global level grid. Keeps on killing me. I could be wrong. It could be wrong still about that. I can admit, but it really feels like it is the global level grid that is really messing up my gems sometimes. And the game cheated. That quote. Yeah, nice way of saying fuck off. Whoa, fun. Such a word. Quote. Who is Pon's boyfriend? I am Pon's boyfriend. Leave this plane of reality. What? People like, whoa, this is not the Pon I signed up for. I think I'm gonna leave now. Boyfriendception. I don't want a demo. I want to play the game. I thought you wrote a boy shortception, and that made me a bit curious. Death by sinking turquoise. It's the sinking one again. I keep landing on specifically the sinking ones. Sinking ones. No, those were not sinking ones. How was I supposed to tell? That's the problem with this game. Everything goes by so fast. You barely have any time to like plan out and think. This is not my type of game. I thought it was going to be an interesting platformer. Nope. This is an action. This is the original PlayStation 1 frustration game. Rage game. This is a rage game. That is what it is. It's an unfair rage. Usually, if I recall correctly, rage games are like not unfair. They just require so much precision that you would rage from the exact. I was kind of misaligned with the grid there. So I guess you can be misaligned with the grid. But weird things happen when you are. I played another PlayStation 1 grid-based game called Kula World. And that game had it's not, I'm sure I played the game a bunch, but it's still a well-designed game that when it comes to a global level grid. If I jump left here, there's like there's a big risk that I will die. Someone should play it. Someone should try that game. I should play that game. I already played that game on stream. Could play it again, I guess. To show off a good level grid system. Whatever. Toolbox is a fast one. I thought you wrote boy shortception, and that made me curious. Dan, you are fast, eh? Toolbox is fast with his hands. Whatever that means. There we go. Got all of them. That took me a while, but it's quite a challenge. There were those bonus levels. Yeah, there was the no, not the like you have the main game, and then you have the extra game. Which I said then that I didn't want to play because those levels are so huge and such a pain to play. But I guess I could go back to playing it, but probably main game first again, because it doesn't take me that long to play through the main game. Maybe I should race against someone in that game. That would be something. Who wants to race me in Cooler World? At Kotugi Box is fast with his hands. Yeah, I tried to make a quick draw joke, but I ain't got any. Well, have you seen my sketches? Actually, I'm not that quick at drawing. But can you guess where I mastered the art of color manipulation? Where? I tried to come up with a joke here, but I can't. Here? I mean, I guess. Guess a color pon. Level 5. Let's see what unfairness they put into this level. There it is. Like, this frog is huge, so I understand that the cars don't really want to run into it. But they show no signs of slowing down just because they're so huge. Also, they are driving way too close to each other. This is like dangerously close to each other. I got to criticize these drivers for driving way too close. I mean, I know drivers are driving close to each other in real life. I definitely know that to be a thing. But this is ridiculous. I learned to distinguish stable turtles and diving turbos by subtle color shift. I know there's a color shift when they're underwater, but I don't know if there's any color difference between the two turtles. Okay, skip that. Let's go to the level. I don't think there's a difference between the turtles. The singing and non-singing turtles. Those are the singing ones. Maybe they are. I'm thinking like maybe they have a slightly bluer tint. There goes the controller. I guess they have a slight. I should bring it up on the stream so you can see the difference between the singing one and the non-singing one. The singing one have a slightly bluer tint to them than the non-singing ones. It's not like a huge difference, but it's still a significant difference. No, I dropped the controller. I mean, it is a color shift and a hue shift. The other ones are a bit darker. They are a bit bluer. And do you like oranges, Todd? You like oranges. But how am I supposed to see that when the game runs so fast? I thought they were going to come up. Doesn't matter, it was my last life anyway. There should be like a bonus level or something, because these levels are hard. I haven't even reached the remaining of the game yet. I wonder what the rest of the game is like. Oh, this is just level 4. So you get, for every second you spend, you lose 100 points. And the total, and the maximum number of points you get is the level timer times 100. So yes, if you take 30 seconds plus 11, you get 24. Everything is out of sync. I couldn't get across. There was nowhere to get across on. There's a worm on that one. A worm. I know it's a snake. But it's a worm. For its behavior, it's a worm. There you go, I got the first one. How to keep up with a fast game? That's simple. You catch a bus. How would I catch a bus? Do you know how big, heavy, and fast a bus can go? If you're going to try to catch that bus with just your bare hands, you're going to get destroyed. Come on. Apparently you can jump into the black void and die. Everything moves at the exact same speed there, so yeah, you can get stuck. Nice. What a game. What a stupid game. Still trying though. I'm still going to call the game stupid. It deserves being called stupid. Got 50 points for something for some reason. You get points for jumping a certain amount of time. But I'm not here for the points, obviously. I'm just here to finish the level. 10 kiwis. Hiya, hello, Bubble Boy. Yep. It's gonna be like this. Wasn't even in that lane. Well, clearly jumped out of the lane. And Twitch has done some change here, so it doesn't clear the stuff. How about an ad break? I will defeat this game, the hardest game there ever was. I take it that you like my butt.
We all like your butt, Pon Pon. We all like your butt.
Thank you.
Stopped! That goo is shrinking all the wildlife. Burn the goo until there's nothing left.
I'll sort him out. Nothing shrinks when I'm around.
Well, if you say so, Ty. That's quite a statement to make. Cheese, 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 cheese. Cheese, cheese, cheese. Haha. No! I was started saying, there we go, but nope. There we didn't. What is the description of Vine Whip? It depends which game you're looking at. A grass type attack. The Pokemon uses its curled whips to strike the opponent. That does sound like spanking. I go behind the towers.
Yes. AC there.
Okay. That did not help me. Grab it. Sometimes the grab doesn't trick me. Can I jump on this? I can. You're supposed to grab this. I mean, there's an exclamation point. I don't get it. Okay, you're on your own, chestnuts. What? That was something? How many points do you give that trick? Whoa, I'm getting bombarded with plushies. I'm getting bombarded. Oh, a mermaid. Nice choice. Oh no, oh no, I disappeared. Where did you go? Thank you for testing this. I have to fix that clearly. Oh no, Fun, your whole body's disappeared. This is not what it was supposed to look like. Creepy fun. There we go, that's how I did. That's what I wanted to do. Oh, no, don't get stuck like this. There we go. No! Blocks, I could get warp. That would help me. That was a Flash game I played. The only Flash game I played on stream so far, I think. Should I play more Flash games on stream? What other Flash games should I play? Tuesday's appointment went well. That is good. Things have been trimmed, and progress made. Good. Next is surgery. Oh, what are you going to do surgery on? Which is next month, and I can finally see clear. Oh yeah, your vision stuff. Like before this cursed eye issue. Yeah, you're going to do surgery on the eye, or around the eye, I guess. Okay, yeah. Okay, good. Good that everything is progressing forward. That is good. Then next month, I hope you're probably going to have a recovery period, and then after that, hopefully it's good. Cheese. Oh, you got a cheese clip, or I got a cheese clip. I don't know. Sometimes I dream of a cheese. Quote: no cheese in chat. Cheese. Smell the cheese. There we go. There we don't. Wait, which clip was that? There we go. There we don't. Quote: mechanic is a white load. No, I don't have a spanking emote. Why should I have a spanking emote? Quote: hard to draw without a stroke. Have you seen Coach's thighs? Those are some thighs, some good thighs. Fanboy thighs. We appreciate good fanboy thighs. Quote: Kafki, you also got some thighs, right? But I guess being under as a bottom is all you can think of, Kochi. Are you implying that it's a 3D model of you, Kochi, because of the pink panties? Well, what I have experience with twinks. Invisibon, I hope it grows and becomes bigger. Kochi can be a thousand. Kochi can be a throwable plushie. Yeah, I mean both ways are valid to spell, but I guess I should keep it consistent and spell plushie the same way every time. Wearing his maid dress and giving some panty shots. Not a surprise. On the... well, what explains it with twinks. Yeah, he might have. quote, well, everything will die. And isn't that what we'll live for? We'll live to die. Okay, this time I will beat the level. Do 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 do. Whoa, wait, what? You landed on it. Oh, game is just cheating. Cheating game. I guess you could call this game quite cheating. I'll take this. Oh, nice save. Come on, why did you jump to the left and not to the right? I guess the left one was slightly closer, but like as I said, if both are quite close to each other and both are as valid as to pick the safe one, not the dangerous one. Oh, nice save there. There was nothing I could do. Sometimes you just have to die. Paranoid, yeah, that's me. It should be a throwable plushie, just for the fun of throwing a miniature coach at one. Ticket box, you're not interested in the upskirt opportunity? I mean, I am, but that's obvious. Time to beat this level without the game cheating this time. But that will be a struggle because the game loves to cheat. There's two. I know someone who would be interested in the opportunity. That's me. If those weren't singing ones, I would have made it. And if it weren't for the singing turtles, I would have made it. Singing turtles. The turtle hadn't started singing before I died. Well, now the game's just cheating like that. No, I don't like you playing this game. Well, I don't like playing you, game. Because you're cheating. Oh, okay. So as long as just because the mouse is there, you can still get to that point as long as the mouse doesn't. So it has like the mouse is going to. Okay, the game was cheating there. Game is stupid. So as soon as they start the sinking animation, if you try to jump there, you're dead. So as soon as you're going to press the button to jump, it can be just in an instant, it's no longer safe. Without warning. However, if you're already standing on them and they start the sinking animation, then it will take a while before they will sink before you will die, and then you can't jump from it. At least that's the experience I'm getting currently. And also, it wasn't like I died because I jumped to the square with the sinking ones. I died as soon as I jumped to the location where the sinking ones were. I don't know, was it something else killing the frog and that I just missed? Oh, these are the safe ones. As I said, at the rate this game goes in, it's kind of hard to determine what is safe and not safe. Okay, I got 3 out of 5, so just 2 more. Okay, there's some tumors left. I will get some tumors after playing this game. That's a glowing review for you. I went for it. I mean, the time was running out. Also, why is the alligator just waiting there for a frog to jump into its mouth? Why don't you just eat the frog that is there? I mean, logically speaking, it's right there, just eat it. Why are you waiting for another frog to come? Really? This game. Okay, time to read more quotes. Quote, and just for you, Cole, I'm going to fix my panties as well. She is wearing, she wearing pink panties. I guess it should be she's wearing. She wearing. She's wearing pink panties because girls wear pink panties, yeah. Todd is Willy Wonka, or do you have a Willy? Well, Todd, that's interesting. She has a bow on her panties because you can't have pants without a bow. You should appreciate my panties. The smug face at my panties. That darn family. I don't know why that should be a quote, but I guess it's funny to have. I will call you Daddy Kochi. I thought it was Uncle Kochi. Yeah, you know what? Uncle Kochi came before Daddy Kochi, I guess. Either option is still not good. No, I will never calm down. What has Ponpon done now? Who else is going to make this Sylvian wearing a pair of pink panties? Like what? I will get some tumors after playing this game. Quote, it's hard to miss the boobs of a woman, unless it's Ponpon. Why are you doing this? I didn't know there was this many Frogger games. There's a lot of Frogger games. Quote, LMFAO, licking my feet all over. Quote, it's very awkward at family gathering when Uncle Kochi shows up and starts undressing Ponpon. Yeah, Daddy Kochi wouldn't make the situation better. And her Uncle Kochi comes and takes her clothes. Yeah, nice. That's all I know about Uncle Kochi. Was that all the quotes? Yes, there was 2451. That's all the quotes. I hope you appreciate all the new quotes. Was like 50 of them. Oh, I saw this at 5 seconds. This is 5 minutes. Can you even do this in like 5 minutes? Can you even get a slower time than 5 minutes? I mean, I guess that's why it's the default time, because you can't go slower than 5 minutes. Because every level has 5 minutes, apparently. The long time you get is 30 seconds. That is the longest time on a level so far. 30 seconds. You get 3 extra lives. That means that you get 4 attempts. So you could spend the 30 seconds for 4 attempts. And then you can pick up 4 of the frogs, which gives you another 4 attempts. So in total you have 8 attempts. And multiply that by spending the exact 30 seconds gives you 4 minutes. You can't even reach 5 minutes. Maybe it's better design. Because you can't reach 5 minutes. Oh, come on, get out of there. Oh, you did. Nice. Now I just need the last one. There we go. Did it. Good. I'm almost done with breakfast. This is a huge breakfast. Or you're eating slowly. Or both. Gonna lurk and rest a bit longer. Yeah, do that, bubble boy. Get the rest you need. Cheerleader celebrations. I did it after many attempts. Kind of weird that it wrote total time of 67 seconds. When on the high score list it writes in minutes and seconds. Where's the consistency in this game? Okay, this is going to be a painful level. I mean, it's already been painful, but you know, it's going to be even more painful. 67 sec. I said 67, not 67, okay? Papa Canis. Are you subscribed to... Let's just start on the O. I can't press start, I can't press select, I can't press any other button. The only button that works is directional buttons and the cross button. What does it say? Pawn high score, wow, 1 minute. So yeah, so when I go here it will say 1 minute 7 seconds instead of 67 seconds. Yes, it's kind of weird that they are inconsistent with that too. I over-season it so I can't eat it fast. That's good, don't eat fast. Hopefully it didn't taste bad though. I remember renting this for 1 weekend as a child. It must have been a pain. And I never rented it again. Yeah, exactly. I had a feeling. You should play it. Yeah, play it on stream. It's a beautiful pain. If you're just having a sad day, just play this game and feel the pain. If your back is hurting, play this game. Your back will still hurt, but I mean, you will feel more pain. I would sooner return to the Russian FPS that crashed every 30 minutes. Well, 30 minutes is not bad. I thought they were gonna say I would sooner return to Russia, and I was like, whoa, that's a bit drastic. Like, I'm not even sure how to cross this road. There we go, I crossed this road. Thinking once I should jump down. I need to wait until these are... That's why the timer shouldn't start. Yeah, 30 minutes is... I've played games that crashes more, actually. Have I played... What games have I played that have like, been like constantly crashing? I mean, I did play that Traffic Giant game that was like crashing in that one level, unfortunately. No, I want to stay on the... there was a magical thing in there. I wanted to touch it. I'm Kafki now. Oh, come on! There's only one reason I would go to Russia, and it's political. I wonder what kind of political reason that would be, considering how terrible it is politically over there. Do. Quote, yeah, a bulging treat. You'll see when I get there. Do. To do that Russian squat dance on the step of the Kremlin. I mean, I don't think you have to move to Russia to do that. I think... Oh, well, you did say go to Russia, you didn't say move to Russia. And maybe also you said it was a political reason. It could technically also be because of a political protest too. Even though it kind of reads as a... I would do it because I agree with Russia in one. I mean, to be fair, there was someone who was like, why would you agree, like, why would you ever agree with like China over United States, like in anything? And I said like, well, it really depends on what their statements is. I know China is not like a great place to live with, considering their reasons with everything from oppression to censorship. And while some people probably would say that that's the case in the United States too, nowhere near China's level. But I mean, there are things China wants to do that the United States doesn't want to do. So I mean, there are certain things I could... It really depends on like what specific idea it is. But overall, I wouldn't take the whole... I would say that, like, you know, as a whole package, certainly the United States is better than China. But when it comes to like an individual point, there are certain things. Hey, what happened there? Just died. The timer must have run out. I didn't know. Yeah, that's probably what it is. The timer runs out. But I thought, okay, I guess I didn't pay attention. There is even a perfect one-liner. Put this in your pipe and smoke it. Wait, do you want to smoke things? There are many places you could go to smoke things. I wouldn't choose Russia as the place to go and smoke. Good, but that doesn't mean you have to access my body. Do. Okay, finally got across. But there was nothing to jump across to the next one. I will go to Amsterdam for my place to smoke. Yeah, dude. I'm really like, yeah, there's definitely better places that allows you to basically smoke anything you want. I think that was a beaver attack. Oh. Stupid beavers. Amsterdam. Yeah, it was beaver dam. Why can't you jump in and die? This game is stupid. This is the stupidest game I've ever played. No, I've played stupider game. But this one is up there in its stupidness. I'm a believer. Beaver lever. Have you tried beaver lever? I'm gonna stuck there again. Is it if I stand on the edge when the beaver comes close? Huh. Somehow I got that one. Don't know how, but sure. I guess it's worth a lot of points. Beaver lever? Beaver lever! It's meters, beavers. Are we just saying words now? Oh look, I got the secret golden frog. I guess you just have to collect it once. That's convenient. You don't actually have to finish the level after collecting the frog. Pull the beaver lever. Oh, come on, I touched its tail. That should be allowed. Bobber, Tsurva. What is Tsurva? I am just saying words in the... Yeah, we all just saying random words. Sometimes we string the words together into a sentence that makes sense. Sometimes we don't. Wait, that's... what's the frog on the side of the level section? Flipping the bird. Because it shows how the game feels about the player. It's the greeting from the developer. There we go, you got it. I was kind of lucky there. Oh, come on! Why? Why? Why does it move so fast? Bobber kurva. There we go. My bad, yeah. No, I like Sturva. Yeah, this frog is just flipping its bird. Its bird. Patrzę to spotkałem. Bobber kurwa. Hey Bobber. Why are you speaking Polish now? Should Pompon really say kurwa this much? Huzzah. Yes, Pompon, you should say kurwa every time. It's a universal greeting, you say kurwa, kurwa. Pierdolę, ja jabo. Well, bless you too. Anyway, I'm dying here. I'm dead here. It's the last level of the first world. It's just level 5 out of like 500. I don't know how many levels in this game, but I think probably not 500. Level 5, okay. I can do this. Do 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 do. I was trying to jump. But I didn't want to jump. So nothing happened. That was me making pressing the wrong button. Ja, that makes perfect sense. Anyway. So I wanna play a custom level, custom world of Risk instead as a community game. Maybe Papa Canis can be part of it. It will be Europe divided up in a bunch of small regions. What? So we can have, so you have like, yeah, you can have regions of Poland, and if you like Poland, and you take, and then we do like a modified type of risk rules. You do like some modified rules that... Oh, I should have gone to the other one. It's like set up to make you fail so many of those attempts. It's like specifically designed so that the timing will be wrong. If you like Poland, who likes Poland? Me. Oh, yes. I mean, I guess the country itself is fine. They did have a change in politics from the hateful government that had control over the place prior, who didn't want to leave when they were when they were not elected for the next term. I wonder if they were in some way corrupt. I don't know. Come on, why didn't that count? Oh, like every other log contains that snake. Okay, that was me trying. There are many historical cities I want to visit if I go to Poland. Cities. I mean, yeah, there are nice places there. And now they have a government that is possibly more respectful. Because the problem is, obviously politics doesn't matter too much. But when their politics is basically harmful to me, and like obviously when it comes to like, oh, whatever the tax rate is, so I like that doesn't matter. That is obviously whatever, or like a bunch of other political things. That's like it doesn't matter. But when the political opinions are like, oh, it's wrong to be homosexual or trans, that is terrible politics, and that hurts people. And when a country has those political views, that also reflects on the people. Not that the people might not be terrible people, but whenever a country has certain laws in place, that tends to affect people's opinion on things. So people will that can be that, yeah. So if people living in a terrible place, they will accept the terribleness of it and see it as normal, and sometimes even justify it. Unfortunately, I've talked to quite a few people on the internet. Some of which have changed their minds on certain things, which is great, and some people who don't change their mind. Unfortunately. And when people live with corruption, they accept it as normal. But it's a bit of a deep topic, isn't it? So like but basically there are places that I would like to visit, but the government and in turn some of the people are the reason why I can't visit or should not visit. I can type, yeah. Finally finished eating breakfast. Yay! I can relate to this. At 3 in the afternoon. It's 8:20. Yeah, I mean 8:27. That seems like a good time to have a breakfast, isn't it? You silly papacanis. I keep thinking you are in Poland. Well, yes, in Poland that would be like 15-20. Oh, yeah, same time as it's here in Sweden, which is the time written on my screen. Well, keep doing that. 3 in the afternoon, isn't that 4 in the afternoon? Wait, 3 in the afternoon, isn't that like a song? In this economy, an outdated song. I wish I haven't moved over to the modern day. It is actually 15 o'clock or 16 o'clock if you're further east in Europe. I just want... For some reason I don't count. I'm not really sure to get that one. I managed to do that before. Your programmers and military folk with your 24-hour clocks. Well, no, it's the normal people who use 24-hour clocks. Melon. 4 p.m. 4 prime ministers, that's a lot. Sounds like 16 to me, yeah. Normal folk use 16 o'clock. Like, normal folks use 24-hour clocks, I meant to say, not 16. Not 16-hour clocks. Normal people use 24-hour clock. No, it's like basically almost all of Europe. There are so few places that are not. And a bunch of other places. Basically, developed countries use 24 hour clocks, undeveloped countries 12 hour clocks. Fun with their hot takes. I don't think that's actually too far from the truth. If we actually divide up the world in developed and undeveloped countries, or underdeveloped, I guess it would be considered, maybe, perhaps. I wouldn't be surprised if the developed world has a preference for 24 hours and the undeveloped world, underdeveloped, has a preference for 12-hour clock. Obviously there are exceptions, but still, I could be wrong. No, they use 7-hour clocks. I mean, there is the 6-hour time system, time format, 6 hours. I hope I said, which is that you have 6 hours, and then it loops. It goes. Okay, yeah. So if you're standing on edge while a beaver comes, you get eaten by the beaver. So it goes 4 times, 1 through 6, 4 times. That's the 6-hour clock. I use 12 hours and 24-hour clocks. Is it normal to use 24 hours in Scandinavia, Sweden? It's normal. Okay, first off, I guess you could divide it up in 2 situations. Is the writing form, writing 24 hours is exclusively done in almost exclusively done, like some people are lazy and just write in 12 hours, just the number referring to the analog clock. Sometimes when I write like a message, but whenever you have it like a proper time, when you say like it's going to occur at this time, you never use the equivalent of forenoon, afternoon. You just write it in 24 hours at that point. So anything that writes time professionally, and if you like write time to like an event or anything that is like not just a casual direct message to someone, if that makes sense, it's going to be 24 hours. But even in direct messages, people use 24 hours. Depends. And speaking, that also depends. There's still people who speak 12 hours. I tend to speak 24 hours, but that's because I only use 24 hours constantly, so I would have to convert to 12 hours to use it, and that's just annoying. And whenever someone speaks 12 hours, I have to convert it to 24 hours to understand what they're saying. But there's plenty of countries where speaking 24 hours is normal, which would include France, Germany, Hungary, as some examples. Japan is another country where you can speak 24 hours. Sweden and many other places. But I do know there are people, which I mentioned before, who say like, you can't speak in 24 hours in English. You can't say 16 o'clock. That's just wrong. No, it isn't. It's the only reason why it would be wrong is because you're saying it's wrong. It's not wrong if you don't say it's wrong. Because as I mentioned before, Sweden did use 12 hours officially in the past. Oh, come on. But it was good that it was changed to 24 hours. But when it was changed to 24 hours, and people, or rather, when people do speak 24 hours, is that because, as I said, people do still speak 12 hours. It is spoken the exact same way as 12 hours. You use the exact same phrases. You just express a number greater than 12. Yeah. And of course, yeah. As simple as that. You would say like 16 o'clock. Yeah, and that's that basically. And Yep. Makes sense when you're closer to the pole. Yeah, so because some people are arguing like, well, you don't need to specify if it's before or afternoon, because you can just see if it's dark or light outside. Yeah, okay. Yeah, when it's like light out for 4 hours, like, oh, it's the analog clock says it's 6 and it's dark outside. Well, I don't know when that is. Also, even if you're living close to the equator, if it's 6, is it morning or evening? How would you tell? It will probably be light outside regardless. Like the clock says 3, it's dark outside. Well, I don't know. Could be either. And also in the summer it will be light outside. I don't know which time of day it is. We kind of have to rely on 24 hours. And it would also make sense for Sweden or Scandinavia or the Nordic countries or the Germanic countries, I actually don't know how widespread this was, to use 24-hour time, because before the 12-hour based clock, 24-hour day 12-hour clock was introduced, the previous system was a system where the day was divided up into 8 segments. Of each was divided up further into 2 segments, but the 8 segments was the primary way. So you could kind of like say, 8 segments for the day. And those were just, it wasn't divided into 2 halves, it was just those 8 segments. Well, each segment was divided into 2 halves, but you could say like that's kind of like minutes. So it would make sense to move over to a 24-hour system where you still don't divide the day up into 2 segments, because again, it's kind of doesn't really work when in summer it's bright most of the day and in winter it's dark most of the day. And also in the past, like at least in Egyptian style time, if I remember correctly, the day was divided into daylight and night darkness, which was divided up in 12 hours each, and it's like switched over whenever at a specific point at the sunrise or something, sunset, which also meant that the day and night, the hours would be different lengths depending on which time of year it was. With their hot takes here. Also, you was referring to the 17-hour clock. I mean, the pie clock. Every time that clock hits noon, it means pie. Spy clock, get some pies. Snare drum crashes. Oh, that thing. 2 drums not symbol full on a flight of stash. That would be like. That's my sound effects. That would be a lot of noise. Buh. Sounds like coaching to me. Oh, buh. I discovered daily that Coach and I have similar taste and humor. That wouldn't surprise me actually. I think that humor would fit Coachy. Well, sounds like someone wants to get some smelly underwear. That yellow frog is flipping the... Yeah, it is, because it really is like... It's like, no, you're not going to beat this level. You have been trying this level for like half an hour now. You're not going to beat me. Oh, that is Sparkle. Now it's flipping the bird. It's flipping the bird, because it's like, you're not going to beat this level. You might call it a sparkle, but we all know what it actually is. The thing is... Oh yeah, it must be... Oh, I think what I need to do is being on the set. Okay, I think I know how to deal with this. It's kind of like a stupid puzzle level game. Flipping the bird to a bird. Yep. The Toad sprite from the first Super Mario Bros. Game is flipping the bird on both hands. Double bird flip. like... There is no print. Should I play the first Super Mario Bros? Super Smash Bros? I played the first Super Smash Bros. I still haven't gone through the trophies or stickers in Brawl. Could almost make it through there. Okay, I kinda know how to do this. I say and die. Okay, so what I have to do is go here, go to this one, go to that one. I couldn't because it was past that one. I went over to it too far to the right. Now that I think about it, I don't know many avian tubers. Oh. Well, I might not be an avian tuber, but I am a bird. Ready, set, croak. Okay, that one contains a snake. And I jump to that one. That's a single one, so I jump to that one. And then I jump to that one. There we go, that's how we actually get it properly. And then I just have to repeat that. Without dying. Come on. Want some roadkill? That frog got its back legs driven out. Yeah, yeah. A bird in the 1950s context and lingo. What do you mean? What is a bird in the 1950s context and lingo? That quote, I may not be an avian tuber, but I am a bird. A curl is a bird, yeah. I'm sure it's still modern day slang. Or lingo. At least in like Britain. So I'm going to use it as often as I can. Here we go, and then jump to this one. Jump to that one, and jump to that one. And the bird is the word. Girl is the word. I should have gone down instead. We switch side to this one. Oh, I tried to move to the side there. Okay, I need somewhere to go. Oh, come on. Come on, this game. Haven't you heard? Don't you know about the bird? Which bird? Everyone knows about the bird. I know about birds. I know about me. I'm a bird. Plushie! That wasn't a bird though. But you can get plenty of birds by throwing plushies. That's a sinking one, so I'll go to this one. Okay, I can consistently get that one. But anyone beyond this, I start struggling for some reason, even though the initial segment should not even be different. Oh, I missed it. It's game over now. Oh, I managed to do it. Well, that was close. 29 seconds. Cutting it scaling close there. Oh, that's a snake one. Oh, I can still do it. There's another one. 19 seconds. I could have jumped away. Here we go. Singing one, here we go. I'll take the next one. There. Boom. Now I just have one left to get. And then I can't do it here, I need to go next one. Which wastes way too much time. Oh, the beaver was there. Oh, I missed it. Oh, this is game over now. Because I don't have enough time. Got 4 of them, but then I was wasting too much time. Ad break! Still haven't completed this level. It's level 5 and I still have so many more levels to do. Who said he wants to play this game? Bird's not real. Okay, I guess I'm not real. Combat drones charging on power. Yes. I forgot the rest of the lyrics starts during the period. Got beavered. I got beavered. Okay, I'm going to play some Iron Spirit back. That's the one thing I need. That's not a warp. Okay, I need that triple warp here at the bottom. Well, thank you. That was exactly what I asked for. Congratulations, you made one line, and what a line it was. A row of pipes, you win free warp. Whoa, I need a better way of doing this. What's a line to get? Do you know the problem? I can't even afford it. Who actually wants to go the correct way when I'm playing a platformer? What kind of jump? What's that? Okay, I guess I'm restarting the level. They are doable. But there are some that you might like less than some other ones.
Oh damn, he's good. Okay, I got this. Ignore that part, ignore that part, ignore that part, ignore that part.
Beautiful, beautiful.
It's not going so well. Hold on. Coach, you gotta go in his repeat section.
Oh yeah, here we go.
What the fuck? Am I missing something with that jump there? I think I'm just playing it badly, to be honest with you, but am I missing something? Okay, hold on, restart.
I have you at the edge now. What are you going to do? I'm going to slap you with the sword. I don't think slap is the correct terminology here, but this is so much easier than the other, the jump. What was it called again? Oh my! Why do I say this stuff? What did you die, Yosh? What? One more try. Being a sandwich doesn't seem to help me defeat cat witches. There we go. Nice. All the workers are dead, just like how we like it, right? There's the secret. There's the letter. I found it. Oh. What a dirty trick.
Because it's literally the apex of a ball.
I like balls.
Nice.
Nice, I guess, 1 point.
Well, what am I supposed to say, huh?
I don't know. It was the near clip. Couldn't see the whole clip though. Of course, I guess I'm not sure. How would I? Okay, guess I'm not real. Okay, I got this dice, Kochi. Can I what I also said? Spon slap Kentaus with her sword. Wait, what? Where did that come from, Tugabox? Oh wait, that was the clip. That's a strange statement out of context, but it did happen. Quote, being a sandwich doesn't seem to help me defeat cat witches. Thanks for following again. Cold Snow Killer, thank you for re-following. You're my most loyal follower. You follow me like 5 times now or something. I did a hydrate, I should do the posture check. No one has followed as much as Cole has. But good to see I have it stored when you originally followed, so you can still check when you originally followed. So you don't lose that, even though it's technically not your true follow date anymore. It's the original follow date. That's the only thing we care about, right? Blush. Oh, this is so embarrassing. It's the sound it makes. I'm not even sure why I tried to do that. Come on, why the... The game is just cheating. Constantly cheating. They just keep changing the rules constantly. Like, you can stand in the void, but if you try to jump in the void, you're dead. But you can stand there just fine or something. I don't know. The game seems to... Con needs a most recent follow stat as well as timed followed stat. I don't know how many times Coach has followed. I don't have that information. But I also don't kind of want that, because then people will probably start spam re-following, you know. Excuse me, what's happening? Everything is out of sync. Shrug, you can always check your follow time. You got follow age, you got account age. You can check your account age by the command account age. That is how old your account on Twitch is. Now we just need person each. For privacy reason, that's not going to be a feature. Wrong one. I just pick one then. It's not syncing, so I go to this one. There we go. I'm not really sure how crocodiles changes. Like how are they different from logs? Like, do they eat you if you land in their mouths or something? But like, that's not any different from a log. A log could just be one square shorter. Okay, now we're just doing this wrong quote. Unfortunately, Tugbox died, but it was for the greater good. Tugbox is willing to die for the greater good. I think that was established. Well, I guess another one. Not sure why the frogs, the colored frogs, aren't placed in the correct order they are on the top of the screen. Because they are, when they are added to the bottom, they are placed in the order they are at the top of the screen. The game is doing this thing again, where it just jumps to the wrong square, and it's the thing. Tugbox is willing to die if it's very great good, yeah. That is not the thing that kills me the most, but it is a thing that kills me quite often. Quote, sacrificing the children for the greater good. I did fully complete cutscene and one must technically not achieved all the achievements, but there's the sinking one. Huh? What do you mean, huh? Sacrificing the children for a greater good. What's so hard with that? Is it something you disagree with? I am a mermaid. Which kind of mermaidy color? I'm the seaweed bunny. I went from dream bunny to seaweed bunny. Seaweed mer bunny. I am Pon Pon, the seaweed mer bunny. Do 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 do. Yes, jump to the left side and not the right side. At quote, I went from dream bunny to seaweed bunny. The diving turtle palette bunny. The dead turtle. I don't want to be a dead turtle. Oh, I will never defeat this level. Remove the mermaid outfit and she'll become weed bunny. Whoa! I will be a naked bunny then. I see what you're after. You naughty Tugbox wants a naked bunny. There's an option. There is an option. If someone wants to drop 1215 bits, the mermaid outfit will be removed. And then I will be a weed bunny. Is this weed colors? Oh my goodness, Frogger! Hello, Kafki. Let's quit on. I'm a mermaid. I'm a mermaid. Do you like my outfit? I jumped one step too far. Yes, it is Frogger. Probably the most terrible game I've ever played on PS1. Who would imagine that Frogger was going to be such a pain to play? Hi Ponpon, hi Kafki, hi everyone. Have you played PS1, Frogger? Can we see you play PS1, Frogger? Can that be a Kafki stream? Can we get to see your pain? We need your camera though, so you can see the unfiltered pain. I don't know, it's just Frogger in general, yeah. Oh no. This is the most annoying game. Let's see Kafki play. Yeah. Let's make it more. No, I'm not going to continue that statement. I was going to ponify it, but Kafka will not agree. We like it when Kafka is having fun. That perhaps. Probably so. Kafka is always streaming when I'm sleeping, even though Kafka is basically the same time zone and should not be streaming so late, but keeps on streaming so late. I'm worried about you, Kafka. We should make Kafka play Frogger. How do we do that? I guess if we make Kafka play Frogger on my stream. Maybe we should play more Euro Truck Simulator. Maybe we should gather some more people. Maybe we should get every single person I know who has the game, and get like a group of 20 people. Whoa, trucks! We should make it away. Well, I'd be willing to play a little Frogger. Just a little Frogger. You should play a lot of Frogger. You should not stop playing the game until you've beaten Frogger 100%. No sleep allowed. Although I feel like a lot of Frogger would become some kind of purgatory. Yes. It would. I can say that from experience. Because that happens. Game is very unfair. I'd go mad in a relatively short period and go on some kind of weird tangent Oh, I like the sound of that. As if I haven't gone on my weird tangents. You should have heard what I've said today, Kafki. Anyway. Bloody. I can't look. Jumped over has so many squares. This game is so buggy. No, we should make it. We should punify the challenge. Every time you get a game over, an article of clothing has to be removed. Anyway, Wrong one. This might not work now. I wonder what weird tangent Kafka would speak about. Not that much time left, so I guess I'll go for this one. Goodness knows, it could be, yeah. Good, you're hurt a little, Pun, but I am getting hurt by this game. Why am I doing this to myself? Come on. How is that fair? Pressed once too many times. There you go. Oh yeah, now I'm missing all the logs. Okay, now it's time over. I basically have to go for that one then. Still haven't collected the green one. Okay. Nope. The timing was wrong. If I don't get the green one as the first one, there's no point of continuing, because otherwise I don't know how to get it. Because this level contains so many cycles in it, and you have so little time, so you can't even wait for the correct cycle. Do you know, there's a term for that. It's called bad game design. Quote C for Crucified Kochi. I will call it bad game design because you are put in a situation where Well, first off, to even determine the cycle, you need the cycle to progress a bit, so you can actually determine which cycle it is. But you got such a little time, so you can't even determine that. And also, because you have such little time, you can't even wait for the correct cycle either. So you're put in a situation which is impossible to win. It's just game over. That's why I say it's bad game design. You could say it's like a puzzle. You have to do it in correct order and correct sequence and everything. You're like, yeah, I guess so. I guess. But a puzzle is also not fun when you can progress the wrong way for so long and then like, oh, can't do it anymore because I did it wrong here, and now it's impossible. But I don't know. Seems like the cycle is different, or am I just doing something different? Because it seems like I'm getting to the wrong one. Okay, there we go. I go to this one. And then it aligns with that one, and then I can get the first one. I'm not sure how else to get those two to align. And then I need the orange one. There we go. And then next one. There we go. Go, pun. Okay, I'm making good progress now. That's the next one, and just one left. And that's the last one. Whoa, I did it! Oh my, this level's been a pain. I've been at this level for an hour or something. So incomplete. 84 seconds in total. Oh yeah. Apparently I didn't even get a high score. I can finally move over to the actual first level, because this was like the arcade. So this wasn't like the first level in this game. It was like a remake of the arcade. This is the actual first level, which I finally can get into 2 hours into the game. Wow, what a game. Little Islands, this is now. Oh. Oh, okay, you don't have to. Okay, you definitely don't need to be close to them. Okay, what's the point? Oh, there's turtles here. Camera's so zoomed in. Oh. The level is huge and I can barely see anything. Camera is so zoomed in. Can I zoom out? I can rotate the camera though. That doesn't help me much. I can croak. Surely will help me. Watch out for my croaking. Okay, this doesn't help me at all. This is just a waste of time. No, I'll go back there. We are not supposed to jump on this one, okay. I should follow this one along. And then jump over to the turtles. Okay, but where off to next? do 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 do. I'll go there. There's an option. Oh, I'll try to press down. An option is to go to the right there. Okay, now that I'm playing like a proper level, my biggest issue is this is way too zoomed in, so I can't really see where I'm going. You just zoom out like here. Where are the cars? Oh, there. Okay. Oh. I see. Oh, that's just one of them. Oh no, this is going to be a pain. Was the previous level a pain? Oh, wait until you try this level. Really? Really, this is the level? Is there an Atlas Island? I don't know. Oh, do you look at that? Oh, look at what? The frog died. Well, I still got a high score even though I failed level. Not sure like how they gave me time because I failed level. What are the control? Pong. Wait, what is it? Oh, it says there. Oh, super hop. I got some super hop, but I don't know what a super hop is. And also I have to manually go down to the level again. Every single time. That's not going to be tiring, is it? Quote, one is so instant she wouldn't kill anyone but the frogs. Oh yes, I have to. It does show me at start. There are five colored frogs to collect. Oh no. Well, if the game is going to be this painful to play, which usually my opinion is like, if it's just getting to the levels I want to play is painful, I'm not going to continue playing the game. Unfortunately. This is why I didn't 100%. And this is why I didn't 100%. I wish I could just continue from this point. Crash Mind of a Mutant, because just going between the levels was too much of a pain. Oh, it actually loops around like that. I see. Yeah, is one coming? I'm wasting time just standing around waiting for that one. I don't know what super hop is. I mean, you got points every time you use one, but like... I need a slower jump. Congratulations, Pompon, you conquered retro theme levels, yeah. Okay, you can hold it down. I guess this level, like this only got 2 levels. I guess you can move between them a bit faster. I did, and now I have to do the actual levels. Congratulations for defeating all the retro levels. Now you have all the actual levels to do. Wow. So yeah, you can spend time collecting those things for the high score. I wonder if there's like a top high score run of this game, like a equivalent to speedrunning, but point based. Also, Alpha 64737. I didn't notice that you were following. Thank you so much for following. Right. I tried. I shouldn't have. Wait, I already collected that one, okay. Okay, that... No! I changed my mind! Changing of mind not allowed. What the... Well, I think the time limit also gonna ruin this game. Do I bother with this game anymore? Oh, I didn't know the game was going to be so much pain. It's an interesting concept, but it's just, I think the time limit ruins it. Why even have a time limit? I mean, it makes it too tricky, but it also makes it more boring. Yeah, I didn't manage to defeat the first 5 levels, but then like one before quitting. Why? I just don't feel like playing it anymore. Boink. I don't feel like trying any more level. Understandable. Oh my. Yeah. Interesting game, but like too much for me. I could try the second game. Wasn't there a second game? In the Frogger franchise. The Frogger shares of games. But why is everything sassy? Frogger 2. It's also released on PlayStation. Swampy's Revenge. Unlike its predecessor, Frogger 2 features a choice of different characters to play with in the game. Well, that sounds interesting. Let's go. I thought I was going to say something like, unlike its predecessor, this game doesn't have a time limit. Like, yay! If only. I think what also could help the game is if the camera didn't rotate. Having the camera rotate when you're standing on those platforms is disorienting. Whew. Swampy's Revenge. Yep. Okay, let's see, what is this? Those are butts. Wait, you're missing one butt. This is all typing. But there we go. Now it's all good. Okay, let's... close it.